Okay, we are live. Hopefully this computer will hold up. And I think from here on out, for the foreseeable future, when we do streams, we're going to play ourselves a little game. Oh, but before I go on, welcome to Straight Talk and Fedora Chick. For those of you who are new here, please consider subscribing. Game. Oh, geez. Oh, but before I go on, welcome to Straight Talk and Fedora. Dang. Okay. I was making a mistake. But yeah, welcome. We are a commentary channel. As you know, we cover the trash fires here. While most drama channels spill the tea, drama / commentary channels spill the tea, we aspirate the tea. Yes. Pink Blush, I'm glad you like my thumbnail. Yes, it's keeping with the theme of this stream tonight. Yeah. Hello, Les Northwest, Dry Ass Cookie, Pink Blush, Chicken Shades, Little Boots, Death, J. Kim, Terry, and I think I got everybody at the moment. So yeah, keeping in with tonight's theme, it's call it pre-Halloween. October's the whole Halloween season. So that's kind of the theme we are doing today, hence the thumbnail. I aim to please. Oh God. So anyways, we're going to start by reacting to Rosethorn, and then we're going to go to DCmediagirl. I always save the best for last, you know. I will try to remember, if I remember, I will try and have this stream timestamped, let you know where the Rosethorn material is and where the DCmediagirl material is. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Can you all hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Sometimes this has been a problem. Yeah, so we'll wait a few minutes to see how many more drop by, before we get started. How are you all doing tonight? Oh, good. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. Fantabulous. So anyways, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. For those of you who wish to join the channel, can't find the join button. Hey, Dirty Diana, good to see you. Good to see you, Dirty Diana. And anyways, for those of you who wish to join the channel but can't find the join button because you're using an iPhone, the link will be produced. Death, if you're okay with, if you could put the link in, that would be greatly appreciated. Please. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Yes. And also, don't forget to check out my second channel. Consider subbing over there. I'm going to go live twice this coming week over there at Fedora Social Experiment. So anyways, thank you so much, Def. Thank you so much, Def. All right. Is Traj here? I don't see him in the chat. Yeah, I don't see Traj. Okay, nonetheless, the stream will be up and available in replay for those who miss it, as per usual. I'm going to tell you a little story. Earlier today, probably a sock account, a troll account, they called themselves Chantal's Montreal Friend. It's the usual 2 subscribers, no content. You get the idea. And probably a generic picture of Chantal's face. You get the idea, right? Hey, dry ass cookie. Yeah. So you get the idea. And Chantal's Montreal Friend leaves this nasty comment saying that their comments keep getting deleted. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this once again for those in the back who can't hear. Okay. YouTube is filtering out comments. I did not filter out the swear words and stuff, but YouTube is still doing that. And YouTube filters out what it deems inappropriate. So I don't really have much control over that. Look, I got to mind my P's and Q's over here at my channel these days because we know that haydurnation are on the warpath trying to shut channels down. And there have been attempts in the past to shut down my channels. So with all that said, I got to mind my P's and Q's on what I do on this channel. So sometimes got to mind our P's and Q's in the comment section if you want to be heard. If you want your comment to not get deleted, okay? That's how this goes. So anyways, this person I felt like they were trying to order me. Felt like they were trying to order me around on how to organize my comment section or whatever, and it's like, Okay, you know, when you try to order me around, oh, thank you so much, Def. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Def just put the link to the channel membership. If you wish to join, it's $1.99 per month. You get access to the cool emojis and a weekly members only chat. Yeah, cool, huh? So, anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't take too kindly to getting ordered around. You know what I mean? When you put it in a tone to order me around in my comment section or wherever, I don't take too kindly to it. Thanks, Def. There's also my merch store. If you wish to check out my merch, my latest line, I've got my lines all are in the theme of hats. But there's also merch with Bath the Panda and She's a F Ucker. And as well, the latest line, Proud to be Trash. Proud to be Trash. And yes, if you choose to donate via PayPal, please rest assured, I will not give out your personal information. And I think thereby this concludes the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. I don't take too kindly to being ordered, okay? So for those, nobody here in the chat's ever done that with me, none of the regulars in the chat, but just for those in the back who, that's all. I'm a reasonable person, but when you try to order me around, I don't take to it too well. Okay. I'm at an age now where I just don't care. So first we're going to begin with, but anyways, without further ado, we're going to begin with Rosethorn. Now, Rosethorn had decided she was no longer going to, no Dotson over here, J. Kim. No, Kim, no Dotson. And Death, oh yes, before we go on with Miss Rosethorn and her boyfriend, Louis, the lover boy, Louis. Yeah. There's my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. If you haven't checked it out already, please consider doing so. It's a lot of fun over there. It's very different from what we do here. It's much different. It's my own content, live streams where we play games, interactive games with the chat, experiments in comedy, some story time. It's more personalized content. It's more personal content. And experiments with comedy where we make fun of social media culture. So that's Fedora's Social Experiment, my second channel. The link just there for Death. Those of you watching in the replay, all the links in the chat are in the description box below. Hey, House 2017. Louis the Slugger. That's right, Dry Ass Cookie. That's right. Louis the Slugger. Louis the Slugger. Thorn, as I like to call her, Dad. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, Rose Thorn decided her views are suffering. I mean, her views are even worse than mine are, if that's to be believed. Okay, that's how bad they are. Her views are worse than mine are. She's gone into this niche, sort of like ASMR, ambient, playing generic, I guess, new agey music with scenes, rain and nature and all that. And when I went to her channel page, I was kind of getting shades of Angie Lee. Most of you know who Angie Lee is, Angry Lee. Hang on. So I'm just going to show you. You'll see what I mean, why I'm getting shades of Angie Lee. Okay. As you can see the swing, like the gloomy playground with the swing set this is what Angie Lee's intro used to be. That was Angie Lee's intro to most of her videos. You see here? See here? Oh, God. It's swinging with nobody in there. It's looked exactly like the previous intro of Angie Lee. Oh, God. Don't send any hate to Angie Lee's way. I'm not going to hate on her. I think she's got some serious problems. But still, yeah. Okay. Because she's boring and has always been. That's right, Dry Ass Cookie. Death, that's a good one. Yeah. So, anyways, I guess she's been told so many times that she bores people to sleep. She finally thought she'd make it work for her and make people nod off faster. You know, we'll put it to true test. If Headbanger were in the chat, we'd bring him on panel. We'd play one of her ambient videos, and we'd see, and then we would check and see if we hear some snoring ASMR from the Headbanger. That would be the true test. Okay, that would be the true test. That's the one, Kim. Yes, the reborn doll enthusiast. Yes, that's the one. So if Headbanger was around, that would be the true test. We'd bring him up on panel, play one of those ambient videos of rose thorns, and we'll see if he nods off. Yeah. We'll see if he nods off. Okay. So yeah, the swings. So anyways, no, I don't either. I just remember we're way back when she had this creepy vibe of the empty swinging swing on a foggy day, you know, in her intro. And I'm seeing that in at least 2 of Rose Thorn's thumbnails. Anyways, we're going to play a few minutes of one of them so you can get an idea. It's going to be just 2, not even 5 minutes, just so you get an idea. Apparently, so there were people on TikTok that said the easy way to make you money on YouTube these days is find some generic, relaxing, or new agey music, and then find some scenes with rain and all that, and you'll make a ton of money. But I think personally, that type of ASMR has been oversaturated, and they're a dime a dozen, and that would explain why Rose Thorn does not get views. Like this one, we're going to play with the swing. Only 27 views 5 hours ago. Okay, I get more views than that on a video or a stream of Fedora Social Experiment, and that channel only has barely above 200 subs. Okay, so anyways, without further ado, here we go. Oh, okay, there's some ASMR. Oh, all right, let's see it. We're not going to play this too long, trust me. Stick around, it's going to get more interesting. Oh, look, a rose in bloom. Uh-huh. Oh, God. No, this is creepy. Okay, I get the Halloween theme, I suppose. I get the Halloween theme, I suppose. Still, I'm getting shades, very bad vibes from it. So is this an hour and 5 minutes? That's all it is that swing with that noise? Is that all it is? Uh-huh. Okay, so the swing goes in the other direction. Uh-huh. Where's she getting these clips? Okay. As promised, we stop that. ASMR cringe. Hey, Scott. Good to see you. Hearing people having sex is ASMR. Scott, you are so naughty. But we love you. This is why we love having you around. You're naughty, but we love having you around. I don't like it either. It's gone, Lil Boots. It's gone. It's gone. It is disturbing. Hey, Christine. Good to see you. Christine, good to see you. Yeah, if it was a sex week, yeah. It's off, Lil Boots. It's off. It's off, Lil Boots. Ah, yes, it's off. So anyway. Okay. So we're going to be reacting to the main attraction on the Rose Thorn portion is Rose Thorn is scolding Ms Hussy like a scorned woman. I don't know. I haven't decided. Is it a scorned woman or a stern school marm? I haven't decided which of the two. Maybe a mix of the two. Hey, Reaper girl. Good to see you. Good to have you here, Reaper. I haven't decided, honestly. Really, Scott? Huh. But like I said, I have not decided whether she's a school marm or a woman scorned. I always believe that Rose Thorn, even though she's with her faithful Louie, her faithful old companion, Louie, I always believed she had a crush on Hussy. Okay, most of you know where I stand on Ms. Hussy. I'm not going to repeat it. I will say this because she's going to go back to the GoFundMe he made for the iMac. My views on that, I still believe it was a frivolous GoFundMe. I think these frivolous types of GoFundMes ruin it for others who are putting up a GoFundMe for something that is dire, like you're about to lose your home, or you need to have medical bills paid, or or even pay vet bills. Your pet is sick, and I think that these frivolous. I still believe. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I still believe that a GoFundMe for an iMac is frivolous. I have not changed my stance on that. And we saw that, sadly, he didn't make better content, That poor baseball bat, indeed, Reaper. But we remember, yes, she is wig and glasses. We're going to be confused because we're going to be talking about wig and glasses very often. It's going to be the main attraction. So we're going to get confused. I'll try to keep it straight. But anyways, that's just me. That's what I believe. That's what I still believe. I'm still consistent on that. But we're going to see how inconsistent Rose Thorn is. She comes off like a woman scorned or a school marm. Take your pick. Alrighty then. So let's, without further ado, okay. No. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. I forgot to take it out. Okay. Hang on. I got to get rid of it. Whoa. Okay. Video. All right. So, yeah, the wig and glasses. It's pink. Oh, she's wearing the wig today and she's got a drink. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
All righty. Hang on. Trying to get it to full screen. Okay. Ready, steady, go.
Everybody, it's Rose Thorn.
Hi, we already knew.
I'm feeling generous today.
Are you?
I'm feeling very generous. There is something.
If you're feeling generous today, my PayPal could use some love. Just a suggestion. Kidding, of course. I don't want a cent from any of these people. I've always said that, and I'll say it again. I never wanted a cent from any of these people because we see how you are beholden to them afterwards. I don't like being beholden to anybody. But yeah, kidding. But maybe I'm not kidding. I don't know.
Someone who was once on YouTube, who's no longer on YouTube.
No, he's back.
Has been yelling and screaming from the back.
He's back. No, he's back. I don't know what. I don't know. So I think somebody's letting him host. Somebody is letting him host and post. I don't know. Well, let's get to it.
My attention, wanting anybody's attention for quite a while, ever since they got booted off of YouTube. Well, I'm feeling generous. So
here's the thing: Hussy's personality never changed. His views have changed. His direction of his content has changed, but his personality itself has never changed. Okay, he still does comedy in a wig and glasses. Okay, so let's all remember that.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to give that person my attention today. But
wow, because you certainly got my attention today, and that's really rare.
But you know what? To that individual, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like my attention. You're not going to like the things I have to say, but that's okay. You don't have to like it. All you have to do is listen. Because if you watch the video, you might learn a few things, and it might make you a better person.
Okay, so now we're in school marm mode. Okay. She's going to learn us. She's going to school us, kids. She's going to school us, boys and girls.
Let's talk about this person.
Yes, let's.
That I'm going to refer to as wig and glasses.
Are you talking about yourself? Because I got to ask, you wear wigs, you wear glasses. I wear hats and glasses. Huh. And I play a tambourine.
So wig and glasses was on YouTube for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the space of 1 year's time, had a total of 5 YouTube channels and lost every single one of them. Now, as far as the 4 channels are concerned, 4 of the 5, basically when you're on YouTube, if your one channel gets taken from you, any channel you make after that is ban evasion. But when it comes to the first original channel,
regarding ban evasion, yeah, Hussy lost his channel, the first channel, when we used Ms Gloria. And then when he came on as Ms Hussy, and he was completely in step with the hierarchy. Yes, your queens, your bosses, Rose Thorn, your middle management, Chuck Gold, DCmediagirl, Callie, Shane. When he was playing and towing your party line and doing nasty videos about Chantal, you had no issue with him whatsoever ban evading. Because, let's be real, he was ban evading when he restarted as Ms Hussy after the shutdown of Ms Gloria. Okay, so let's not pretend. Okay, it's because he changed his mind in the direction he wanted his content to go in. He changed his mind. It goes back to what I said. His personality never changed. His shtick never changed. Just the direction he was going in, and he changed his mind on certain views. That's it. So it's funny, you know, when he was in lockstep with all of you had no problem with it ban evading whatsoever.
It got taken from this individual because of just breaking TOS and...
Yeah, but you guys all break TOS. Let's get real. You all break TOS. And he'd always been breaking TOS himself. Back then, you didn't have a problem with it.
And breaking the rules about saying things about...
And you do it too. So do your buddies.
People, you know, like just going too far. So this person went too far, the channel was taken away from them, and so the other 4 channels that came after were big.
Are you missing Louis? I don't know.
Innovation. So breaking TOS, and after you break TOS, you try to come back. Your channels are going to be taken away a lot faster because you are breaking the rules by being...
Here's the thing. Okay, this is why, you know, YouTube doesn't take it seriously. The algorithm sends its bots. I mean, look, and then it takes a while before it gets to human review. And it takes more than one person to report or flag a channel before YouTube has human reviewers going over it. And then they decide from there whether to shut down the channel or not. And I have seen a number of videos that do get taken down temporarily only to have them rear their ugly heads again. Okay? So, yeah.
On YouTube. So,
what are you drinking?
So this person, Wig and Glasses.
Wig and Glasses.
YouTube channel. And the first channel was very successful until it got taken away. And then 4 more channels happened after that. And
what 4 channels? He had Ms Hussy, and then shortly before, right around the time he was demonetized, he started a channel for his cat. I think it was called Sweet Sophia. It was his cat channel. You know, I don't know, you know, and yeah, all subsequent channels get taken away, including the cat channel, which had nothing to do with the haydurnation stuff. It was about life with his cat. You know, pretty harmless stuff. Yeah, but I think the cat channel was the last to go.
And somewhere in all of this stuff going on, changed. The whole vibe around this person changed from being funny, being sassy, just being hateful.
You liked it when he was hateful, though, to the quote unquote right people. God damn it! Yeah, sorry, Negs. You got me into this habit now.
And went from having a bunch of people in the community that you could talk to
you mean the Mean Girl clique?
Going full scorched earth and insulting everybody, going after everybody, myself included.
Okay, he was going through a hard time. Was it a wise thing to do? Probably not if you really want a career in YouTube, and it looked like that's what Ms Hussy's goal was. Probably not the best idea. Yes, express your misgivings to that person. Yes, by all means, call them out. But I don't know how incendiary it was because I never saw it. So, yeah.
Just saying all kinds of nasty, hateful things. And
not like your buddies, you know, Frenchie and the Gunt and Charlie Gold, Callie, Shane. Okay.
finally, this person is off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They're being hosted on somebody else's channel.
Yep.
But
that's allowed as far as I can tell.
YouTube.
As far as I can tell, that's allowed. Okay. I don't believe that is ban evading. I mean, that's what Keemstar does, right? Keemstar, I believe he had a channel taken down, and now somebody is allowing him to host on their channel, and that's how Keemstar is managing. Okay.
And now they're on.
And technically, Peanut, I don't understand. I don't know how Peanut would have been taken out of YouTube for ban evasion, because the channel that she took over belonged to somebody else. It belonged to her boyfriend or her partner. And she was simply hosting on it. She had taken over his channel and hosted on it. So I don't even know how she ended up losing her channel. I really don't know how. I mean, besides the fact that Sheeperson, being the tryhard that she was, leading the charge on Twitter.
Patreon, and even on a different platform.
He's on Patreon. Look, I don't have an issue. If he can make money off Patreon, more power to him. I had a Patreon once. It didn't make any money. I canceled it and I changed it for channel. I switched it out for channel memberships when I was eligible to have them. But yeah, if he can make money off Patreon, more power to him.
On a different platform. Still going off about people on YouTube. Still going off.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's what he does. He too was covering drama. Did I like the shit he was covering when he was going against Foodie Beauty or Amber Lynn? No, I didn't. And I've often made that clear. He's done other things I don't like, you know, and I still stand by that. And I've talked about it, you know. But, you know, we're at a peace now. We're at a truce. And he already did apologize to me for what he's done, and I accepted his apology. But, you know, things are what they are.
People on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Makes no sense because, you know, why would anybody pay attention on Patreon? What's going on YouTube?
I don't know. People who want to pay for more content like that. People who want to pay for more content, more such content. Look, if I were to put out another tier to my channel membership, say a $4.99 tier, and in exchange I offer members only streams. At this time, for $1.99 a month, I offer members only chats, but the streams are public. But if I were to go the extra mile and start a $4.99 tier, and I offered private streams, and yeah, I'd probably be going more in depth of what I do here, but probably be a little less holds barred. Yeah, and there are people who might want to pay for that. It's no dumber than people who pay $4.99 a month or $7.99 a month or whatever Amber Lynn charges for her channel memberships. Okay, you know, I mean, those people pay monthly for the privilege of trolling these women. Okay, now that's even dumber, way dumber than somebody paying extra Patreon content, paying for extra Patreon content. Look at Nikocado Avocado. Okay, apparently his Patreon is supposed to be stuff that is pretty much a taboo for YouTube. You know, that's how it is.
Patreon is a much smaller community, but that's what this person has chosen to do.
Okay, it's allowed.
Hatred of people on YouTube and bring it on Patreon.
Yeah, but if people are going to pay for that content, he's going to deliver that content, right? Or we hope. You know, if that's what they're there for, he's going to deliver that. I'm coming to you in the chat. Lizzie. Yeah, D. Higgins really is the worst. Hey, Trudge, good to see you. Trisha with a C, good to see you. It's been a while, Trisha with a C. It's been a while. Lizzie. Lizzie. Okay. What? Hey, Rochelle. Good to see you. Good evening. All right. Hey, AK. Glad to see you. All right. So let's start. Dirty Diana. Yeah, she sanded it down with her dryness. Ew. 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 Why does she have a mat on her bed? I don't know. I just noticed it now. Weird. I didn't notice it till now. Why does she have a mat on her bed? I don't know. She has a bad back. I don't know. What's that mark on Rose's neck? Look like she's giving me two smiles. I don't know. I didn't notice. I didn't notice. Scott, she needs a tub of collagen retinol cream. Oh no, I'm getting the hiccups. Damn. Okay, let's see how long I go. I've got the hiccups now. All right. All right. Could be a, oh no, Scott. No, no, you are so naughty. Death, you are both so naughty. That's fucked. They took his cat channel. I know, Lizzie. I know. He should have been allowed to at least keep the cat channel. I mean, come on, it's not hurting anybody. It's about him and his cat. It's about the cat, you know. I mean, a lot of people have YouTube channels, Instagram accounts dedicated to their pets. This is no different. This is no different. Rose Thorn is just pissed that Hussy outed her stealing 300 and not buying an AC. Yeah, I heard some blurbs about that, Kim. I heard some blurbs about that. Yeah, she did raise about 500. I think she asked her audience for about $500 to raise $500 for an AC, and it turned out she didn't really buy the AC. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I can see her. These people don't like to be called out, Kim. Yeah, even the Sophia channel. Sophia's the cat channel. Yeah. Hey, Trudge. Much love back to you, Trisha. And why are they so hard up on Ms Hussy? I really don't know, Lizzie. But it's the same reason they're on the witch hunt after Negs, going after every bit of his social media accounts. It's obsessive. It's not healthy. It's going, Trudge. It's a going. It's a going. The ceiling's still leaking, but it's a going. I hope you're doing better. Hope you're doing better, Trudge. The room is ugly. Yeah, the room. What happened to the other? It looks like it's just another room, or it's another room, or yeah, whatever happened to that artwork in those burgundy walls? Whatever happened to that? Oh, somebody needs new decor. Hussy wouldn't fall in line and let them control him. That's pretty much how it is, Trudge. Yep, that's pretty much. D. Higgins is really the worst. She is, because that's one, not only does she bankroll haydurnation, but she acts like you're beholden to her. That's the other thing. That's why I would never accept one red penny from the likes of a D. Higgins. Never. Because, you know, a D. Higgins, unless she super chatted me, I have no control over that. You know, I have no control over that. But doesn't mean this is the thing about D. Higgins. She gives you money, you're beholden to her, or the echelon, the upper echelon of Hater Nation, so to speak. Because Lizzie, you're not allowed to leave. They're threatened by opposition of opinion. If you dare disagree, then you are immediately their enemy. That's pretty much how it goes, Death. Yep, D. Higgins is all up in Jules tells all chat. I bet she is, Scott. I bet she is. No, me either, Dirty Diana. Me either, Diana. I don't know but why, but for the longest time I thought D. Higgins was a dude. Ah, no, Kim. Her first name is Denise. And this is not a dox. Her name Denise has been out for quite some time. It's not a dox. I wonder what her senile hubby thinks about that, Scotty. That's her squirting that on the bed. I'll pass on the eye bleach. Death! Ew. Death, I wouldn't be surprised. It's when she masturbates with good old Louie. Ew, Kim. God, bro. Rose Thorn, as boring as she is, she seems to bring the naughty out in a lot of people, I've noticed. She seems to bring the naughty out. Wonder what he looks like. Maybe looks like Anna Nicole Smith husband. Maybe, Scott? Maybe. Death at her pillow. You know what video I'm talking about. No, I don't. Maybe Death does, but I don't. Hey, Dragon Lion, good to see you. Scott Stevens, I know what he looks like. One SS. Jeff, you know what he looks like. Oh my God. I'm trying to figure out where Yaba said shit about Pete's and his room. It pissed Chantal off. Yeah, Chantal kind of went off in her live stream this afternoon. I turned it on for a bit before I went grocery shopping. But she kind of did go off on Yaba. What else is new? What else is new? This is Yaba. We found a picture of him, Scotty. He's in a, oh, really? Trudge. Oh, well, I'm not going to make fun of the disabled. That's for sure. We don't do that. We're not ableist like they are. Lizzie, I saw that post. Someone calling animal welfare on Chantal. They're paying her a visit. Yeah, that's why she was going into a cleaning frenzy, I think. They're going into a cleaning frenzy. Yeah, I think that, yeah. D. Higgins is literally walking away with that poor guy's life savings. Fat Yoshi can barely get over 100 people washing with 12 people on a panel. This is true. This is true. I wonder how they split the super chats. I gotta wonder, how do they split the super chats? It's like the geek room, right? When they had 19 people on. Diana, that's fuck. See, shit like that would make me not want to stream other. True. There's like 5 watchers per panel member. That's pretty bad, Trad. That's pretty bad. I still don't understand why people have to go RL. I don't know either. I mean, if they saw any evidence of the cats being abused, yeah, by all means, call animal welfare in that jurisdiction. But I don't know. I don't know. As far as I know, D. Higgins is leaving her family high and dry. They won't have enough money to bury her. They'll drape her carcass in her Vespa and let it go. Oh, death. Jules is taking all that super shot money. Yeah, she probably is. She probably is. You got blocked after saying good evening, Reaper? My God, Reaper, how could you be this nasty? How could you be this mean, Reaper girl? You should say things like good evening. You should not. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. All right.
And that's going to be their Patreon content. And I saw something rather funny today on Twitter.
Did you?
That Wig and Glasses made a Twitter post making fun of my YouTube channel because I'm doing ASMR content.
Well, your ASMR content is kind of cringe, okay? I played a few minutes of your swing, okay? We had remnants of Angie Lee, all right? We had 50 Shades of Angie Lee. And a few members of my chat asked me to turn it off and take it off the screen. It scared them.
And saying that, oh, she's losing views and all of that.
You are. You are.
And I want to speak to Wig and Glasses.
Yeah, let's see. Are you going to talk to yourself? Are you talking to yourself? Wig and Glasses?
Video. About my content. About my channel.
Let's hear it.
About YouTube.
Let's hear it.
You see, Wig and Glasses, I remember when you started to change up your content. Remember that? You said, I'm happier doing other kinds of content. This is what I want to do. Remember you saying that? I do. I remember you saying that. And you were happier doing different stuff. Well, guess what?
You know, I have no problem changing tack in a channel. I've changed tack with this channel, as many of you know. I changed tack with this channel. There's nothing wrong with changing tack. But if you're changing it for the worse and it's not performing as well, then you've got to make some choices. You know, are you going to switch back because you want the views and you want the clout and you want the money? Or are you going to pay the consequences for this choice, but you're happier? You know, these are choices we all have to make. I don't think it's really mock worthy, except in the case Rose, you do need to change tack because the ASMR thing is not working for you.
I'm over here doing the exact same thing. I'm just taking a different angle. I'm doing something different other than foodie beauty. I feel better doing stuff that's not foodie.
Good for you.
Stuff is toxic to me. It's exhausting. And I'm getting to the point.
Oh, I bet you were yielding about four Chantal videos a day? Something like that on average? Yeah, 4 Chantal videos a day. Talk about eating, sleeping, breathing, Chantal.
Now where I just can do less and less of that. Even though the ASMR videos that I do aren't getting as many views, I feel better doing it. I feel better doing positive content. I'm really having fun with
Good
that.
for you.
And it's amazing that you changed up the direction of your YouTube channel and you said, this is what I want to do, but if somebody else does the same, then, you know,
But here's the problem, Rosethorn. I bet if you were not doing ASMR, but you chose to, I don't know, join our side of the aisle. Okay, yeah, come to the dark side. We have cookies. We have cookies. No, seriously, if you were to join our side of things, or you went on panel and had a friendly chat with either myself or Negs or anyone on our side of the aisle, it's the hate vitriol you would get. This is what happened with Hussy.
And you give a thumbs down and boo and hiss at them, and that's supposed to be correct? Okay. So yeah, I'm doing the ASMR videos, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm absolutely proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud of the work that I'm doing for my YouTube channel. Just so you know.
Who are you trying to convince? Us or yourself?
Wig and glasses. What I'm doing is considered as legacy content. Legacy content is when you do a video that once you put it up, it stays relevant. It's not dated to a person or place, and there's potential that it could always make you money. When you do foodie stuff,
they call that green content as evergreen content as well. This was the term that the tech guys use, like Brian G. Johnson or what's his face, Nick, something or other. I forget his last name. Or Roberto Blake. It's evergreen content. It means content that it will be good pretty much any time of the year, pretty much all the time. With commentary, you got to be abreast of the news all the time. And yeah, tea gets cold, gets stale, and maybe those old videos won't get those views. It's partially why I started Fedora Social Experiment, because pretty much for the most part, the content that's done there is what we would call evergreen or legacy content. It would be good or fun any time of the year, all year round, and probably still relevant or fun 2 years from now.
That tends to be pretty dated because after a certain time period, people stop watching that content because there's new stuff that follows it. So I'm looking more into content that is legacy content, that you do something once and there's potential to make money.
Jesus Christ, what's going on? Is it mine or hers?
It's not dated, it's always relevant. So I'm doing the ASMR stuff, I'm having fun with that. I'm looking into doing motivational videos.
Oh no.
No.
A she version of Anthony Robbins? No.
With their poo-pooing and hissing and booing at what I'm doing over here, but I'm being creative and I'm being productive and I'm being positive because that's what I like to do.
Okay, fine. Kudos to you, but we're also allowed to not like it. We're also allowed to like that. There's the thing I showed on the screen for about a minute or two. It was creepy.
And I will, right now, wiggy glasses, one of the hardest things to do on YouTube is to build a channel.
Yep.
With just your own 2 hands.
Yep.
And your own content. And you're not making content.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing. I mean, I'm having a hard time building up a Fedora Social Experiment, but it will get built up. Hey, I hit the 200 subs by the weekend. Now my next goal is to hit another 100. So 300 subs by the end of the month over at Fedora Social Experiment. 300 subs by the end of the month. And I am open to the fact that Fedora Social Experiment might not be for everybody either. Who knows?
That it's linked to somebody else or something else that's already known. Anybody can make a video putting somebody else's name in the title, and because of that other person's name, you're going to get immediate views just because of that. But doing something that's
Yeah, and you've done it too. You used to do 4 such foodie beauty videos every day.
unique to you, that's going to take a longer time to get the word out there and to get people to recognize what you're doing.
It also did. We're also at the mercy of an algorithm that changes day to day almost. You forgot to mention that part.
But you know what? I'm all for it. I'm all about the hard work. But
Right on.
you're over there booing and hissing at what I'm doing, but question.
Yes.
When's the last time you've done anything creative? When is the last time you've done anything positive? When is the last time you've done any kind of positive content?
You thought it was... Here's the thing. Once again, Rose, his shtick has not changed. He's still doing the wigs. He's still doing the glasses. He's still got the humor. He's still got his little Hussy-isms like, and I know it. And disaster. You know, he's still got the shtick going. It's just that he's changed his stance on many things. Is he creative? That's debatable. I guess that's in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. Do I think it's particularly creative? No. But somebody else might. But you had no issue. You thought he was just fine and creative and original and funny when he was towing your line.
I can't remember. Even now on Patreon, what is the stuff you're offering people?
I don't know. Why don't you pay for one of the tiers on Patreon and find out?
You know, you are putting down the same 4 or 5 people you were putting down on your YouTube channel before it got taken. You're threatening to expose receipts. That's all negative content. What positive content?
But that's what we do as commentary / reaction / drama channels. We put out receipts. That's what we do.
Are you offering? You're not really offering anything. And it's a shame because from a YouTube content creator's perspective, you have all the tools you need for positive content.
Does he?
You got more than enough. You got an iPad, iPhone.
Maybe other people might think that this direction he's taken is a positive one. Ever think of that? Maybe his new audience that likes the new direction he's taken might find it positive. You know, and I know in real life, you know, like my ex who I told about haydurnation, your gaggle events, they don't seem to think it's particularly funny or positive. In fact, they think it's disturbing.
iMac, you've got the trifecta of all the Apple products.
Yeah.
You live in Manhattan.
Yes, but weren't you his biggest cheerleader when a lot of us were critiquing the GoFundMe for the iMac? Weren't you on your channel, you know, thrusting your chest out, coming to white knighting for Hussy about how he needed the iMac to make good content? See, you changed your stance too, and that's fine. But we got to wonder, we're allowed to ask what your motivation is behind it.
You live in the heart of everything.
And to me, it comes off as sour grapes.
That you can find content everywhere in New York. You can take a subway ride anywhere you want to go, and there's content everywhere.
Okay, Rose, then why don't you, I don't know where in Cali you live, why don't you get out and about, do some location shots, take your own advice. I don't know, go to the beach. Do you live near a beach? Go to the beach.
Or just take your phone and then take everything home and edit it down to videos and make it into interesting, positive content.
I think he has done that in the past, though. He has done that every so often, where he films himself going shopping or walking on the streets of Manhattan.
Instead of that, what are you doing? You're making negative content. You're talking hateful about people, and you're talking
just like you and your buddies do.
Making gross stories about poop.
Gross stories about poop. Okay, I'm not a fan of poop stories. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of it. In fact, I'm downright squeamish about it. But hey, I ain't watching it. As long as he's not hurting or exploiting other people, I don't care. I don't care.
Are you trying to be foodie over there? Because it ain't working. There's only one foodie, it ain't you. So.
I don't think he's aiming to be foodie beauty, to be honest. But I think a lot of you would like to be her. Well, maybe not be saddled with her physical health issues, but you'd sure like to have her notoriety and her coin, no question.
You know, like, it's such a shame. You have all the tools you need to make all kinds of great content, but you're stuck on being hateful. You're stuck on being hateful.
But you supported it. You were the biggest cheerleader for it. I remember you came out, did at least one video as to why it was essential that Ms Hussy get an iMac. Good times. Good times.
Talking hatefully about people. Little word of advice. Wiggin glasses.
Yeah, Wiggin glasses.
Hateful content. It's dated. It's dated.
Is it? Is it though? Then why are your buddies still reviewing still so as nasty as they are? And here is a fact. Train wrecks and trash fires get the views. Drama gets the views. It still gets the views. The drama may switch over, you know. Tea gets stale, gets cold, and there's new fresh piping hot tea coming along. But overall, negativity gets the views, trash fires, train wrecks, it all gets the views. It's just like in real life, okay? How many of you, okay, and in your real life, you see the fire department on a particular street. You see the fire department stop, you know, they've got all their lights on and all that. How many of you are going to at least stop for a few minutes to look? You know, or you see a car accident. You see a car accident and you see the police and you see the ambulance. How many of you are going to, you know, at least stick around for a moment to see what's going on? Okay, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying it's normal human instinct, and hence why, you know, when you go on social media land, it's not that much different when you think about it. Everybody tunes in for the disaster, and the train wrecks and such. I'm coming to you in the, just hang on. I'll be with you in the chat in just a moment.
Yeah, it doesn't have a long shelf life. It really doesn't. It doesn't appeal to a mass amount of people.
But here's the thing, the foodie beauty content and Amber Lynn content, that's got to be a record. That's got to be a record. That has been going on for several years now, at least 4 years, if not 5. Yeah. And I think it really mushroomed like 3 years ago. That seems to be the content that never dies. I mean, Trisha Paytas, nothing. I mean, she's pretty much dwindled off in popularity. Jeffree Star, not much happening there. You get the idea. Shane Dawson making a comeback. He's not going to get the notoriety he ever had before. But foodie beauty and even Amber Lynn, although Amber Lynn is dwindling somewhat, that seems to have lasted for several years.
And if that's all you do is hateful content, it turns people off.
Yeah, just like you people turn me off.
That's what happened to your last channel. I mean, you were just
I love the lecturing.
Hateful to people, the same 4 or 5 people, even your own subs are telling you, dude.
Oh God, excuse me, boys and girls. I do have the hiccups. Okay, I'm coming to you in the chat now. I do have the goddamn hiccups. Oh God. Okay. Hey, Windflower. Good to see you. Okay. Hey, Blue Firefly. Good to see you. I tuned her out a while ago. My brain is, hang on. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. All right. We need to call Unsolved Mysteries to find out who is D. Higgins' husband. Scott. About time. I thought you saw this picture, Scotty. I'll have to send it to you. I sent it to you, Scotty. Okay, cool. She don't need to be buried. I have matches and cremator. I have my Bible. Scott the Exorcist. Scott Stevens, and that's before she's kicked the bucket even. Oh my God. I'll post it on Twitter later. Right on. Rose, you are a hypocritical fool. You have a deceased sister that was a drug addict. Oh, really, Windflower? I didn't know that. If she lost her sister, I'm sorry for her loss. I don't wish that on the loss of a sibling or somebody on anybody. But it doesn't give you a license to be as hateful and cringeworthy either. Okay. When You Wish Upon a Star. Yeah, we all know that song from Disney, don't we? Scott Steven, he has a special chair. Oh dear. Oh dear. Why do I feel that most of Nader Nation are going to get eaten by their cats when they go? I don't even want to think about that, Kim. I don't even want to think about that. I seriously don't think I've heard one word out of Rose's yap. You didn't hear it? It's a sound? Oh, you're okay. Your brain is protecting itself. Okay. Okay. I tuned her out a while ago. Kim, with most of that lot, it's eat or be eaten. Kitty, best hope before the food runs out. I hope Rose is watching this. She will be all offended. It wouldn't be the first time. Rose hates it. Rose Thorn hates it when I react to her. She absolutely hates it when I react to her. She tried to once put a community tab pretty much telling me not to react to her. But we all know what happens. I don't like being ordered around. And if you tend to order me around, I tend to do the complete opposite. The more you push me, the more I push back. I guess she hasn't learned that yet. Okay. The cats won't eat them after all. Poor kitty. Poor kitty. I'm offended at having to look at the squirt mat and the bad decor. We all have our grudges to bear. Damn. Rose will either make a novel as a community post or tweet about it. Probably. The mat on her bed looks like it was dried. Ew, Scott. Kim, the stench alone might make them claw their way out. Rose was stalking Hussy, calling him nonstop all day and night. Yeah, that's what I heard the same thing, Diana. I heard the same thing. Rose lives in Long Beach. There's plenty to do there. Oh, Long Beach. There's a cruise port there, for fuck's sake. There's even a cruise port at Long Beach. Why don't you go film the cruise ships leaving port, doing their sail away parties? Yeah. Go to the beach. Take your own advice. Take your own advice. When's the baby due? Who in the world cuts a sheet and hangs it on the wall, Rose Thorn? I don't know. I don't know, Windflower. With how they look already, I'm surprised that they aren't nose blind. I'm okay with shit. Vomit is a no for me. Both are a no for me, I'm afraid. Rose wants to be a top YouTuber. I don't think it'll happen. Neither will I, for that matter. Hey, I hear one did try to escape the garage, Kim, but unfortunately got dragged back into the house in the front row seat in the back show. Death, why do you hate me? I did not need the image of the cats being squirted on. Ew. Stay triggered, Thorn. I know you lurk. She is lurking. Bet on it. I remember that Fedora. She cried herself to sleep. That's pretty much what she did. Hey, B. Walsh. Is B. Walsh in the house? Hey, Damn Danny. Good to see you. Yes, B. Walsh is in the house. Damn Danny is in the house. Good to see you both. Good to see you both. St. Mary's is the St. Mary is docked in Long Beach. Yeah, and I think there's a few carnival ships that are docked there too. I think at least 2 of them are docked at Long Beach. Plus one of the princess ships. Yeah, Queen Mary too. Yeah, from Cunard. Yeah, from Cunard. Kay Kim, because she can't talk. She got blocked a long time ago. She is Julie, the tour guide. Now, don't insult Julie. Don't insult Julie. Julie was always positive on Love Boat. Yeah, she was always positive. Don't laugh at Julie. Oh, God, please don't tell me Rose lives in Long Beach. Oh, you live in that part of Cali too, Kim? That's okay. I live in the same city as French Fried Girl. Yeah. I live in the same city as French Fried Girl. All right, let's go. We're not going to do the whole thing because we still have DCmediagirl and her comfy place to review. Yeah. So to keep up with the Halloween theme. So we're not going to stay much longer with Rose, but let's see where this goes.
Chill out. Can we see something else? Can you sing for us? And you didn't want to do that. You just wanted to be hateful.
Sing. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I never promised you a rose thorn.
Your own subs were begging you to stop, and you wouldn't do it because you just wanted to be angry.
Maybe he is feeling angry. Maybe he's feeling angry. Maybe he's angry at losing his channels. Maybe he's angry at the fallout after, you know, simply going on with Negs, or even before then. And I don't know, you don't sound too chipper yourself, Rosie.
What a shame. You know, you had everything you needed for a great channel, and you didn't use it the right way.
Yes, because Rose is going to teach us the right way. For God's sake, your views are even worse than mine are. Good God.
And now you're on Patreon, still being angry.
Yeah, but if people want to see him angry, they're going to pay for it. If they want to see an angry dude in a wig and glasses, they're going to pay for it.
What is that anger doing for you? What's it doing?
I don't know. I don't know what it's doing for him.
What's that anger doing for you? Is it putting coin in your pocket? No. Is it making you friends? No. Maybe you shouldn't do it. So,
why are you so bothered by what he's doing or how much money he may be yielding? Are you his accountant? Oh yeah, I forgot you. A lot of haydurnation accountant is in that list of professions. Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. Why are you so bothered by what Hussy is doing? Why are you so bothered? At least when I react to people, I let people know why I'm doing it. Sometimes it's just because I feel like I'm downright petty, and sometimes I actually have a deep-seated reason for doing so. But I usually do my best to let my audience know why I'm reacting to so-and-so on any given day.
you want to put down my ASMR content? Listen, the ASMR stuff is not for everybody. It really
no, it's certainly not for us. Come on, it's scared about half my chat.
isn't. But you know what? It's what I want to do.
All right,
it's
do
what
it.
I want to do for my channel.
Then do it.
I'm proud of the content that I'm making.
Fine.
I'm getting a lot of positive feedback.
Right.
I know it's going to take a while to build that kind of channel here.
Okay.
I've got all kinds of plans for my channel, and
best of luck to you.
I'm here for it.
Best of luck to you. Because to be honest, I'd rather you do that ASMR. Even though the ASMR is cringe, and I'm never going to be there for it, I'd rather you do that than picking at Chantal, honestly. That's my opinion. That's my opinion on the matter.
I want to make it fun. I'm still going to do foodie stuff once in a while.
Oh, geez, of course you are.
Variety. I want to add. Of
course you are. Close to YouTube payout time, right? Around the 21st, 22nd of the month? Yeah.
A lot of positive to the negative to offset the negative. So if you want to be on Twitter or Patreon, saying anything about my ASMR content, if you want to be over there being angry, talking angrily about people on YouTube, making threats, threatening to expose DMs, listen, if all you have for content is anger and threats, threatening to expose DMs.
I don't know, maybe your buddy French Fry Goral or Charlie Gold or Callie should be taking that very same advice. You should be giving that same advice to them.
Talking about poop, you know.
Passing right along. Oh God, I'm feeling queasy now.
That's not content. That's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. You can do better than that. As a matter of fact, since we're here, I would like to issue a challenge to you.
Oh, can't wait for it.
I want to issue a challenge to you, sir.
Okay.
Here's the challenge. I challenge you to drop the hate.
Here's the thing. Why can't, this is another one. She can't seem to say Hussy's name. Calling him wigging glasses. I don't know. Hussy rolls off the tongue a lot easier than wigging glasses. But it's the same thing. Others, you know, they refuse to say Deggs' name, you know. They refuse. Why do you refuse to say Hussy's name? I gotta ask. But let's hear this challenge.
For about 30 days.
30
or maybe
days.
even 60 days. Just drop it.
60 days. She wants Hussy to drop the hate in his content for 60 days, boys and girls. Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh my stars. Can he do it? Stay tuned for the next episode of As the Tummy Turns.
And not talk about anybody in Hater Nation or talk about anybody on YouTube in a hateful way.
Would that include Foodie Beauty? Oh no, what am I saying? That's different rules. Forgot.
And find other things to talk about and do content about that are positive. Things that you can bring to the table that make people happy. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if you can make content where you're not talking about Callie or Shane or myself or D. Higgins or whoever. Let's see if you can make content that's not hateful.
In other words, she wants him to go back to doing the nasty content on Foodie Beauty. Why don't you come right out and say that, Rose? Why don't you come right out and say that?
That's entertaining, that's funny, that people can enjoy for a long, long time because, like I said, hateful content is dated and it's not appealing to a mass amount of people. Give it a try. I mean, you've got your iPad, you've got an iMac, you've got your iPhone. There's no reason why you can't make great positive content. And when you make that great positive content, if you decide to take up my challenge, look at it this way. You're doing it not because I'm telling you to, but when you make that content, look at it as you paying off a debt.
Oh,
because if you make that positive content, you will be paying off.
So now you're the debt collector? Is that it? You know, here's the thing. Why is that a debt? They were donations. It's like you guys when you donated to, you know, you donate to my PayPal or you super chat me or you donated to my GoFundMe when I had it. You know, those were not loans. Those are donations. Those are donations. And if you're expecting something back, like someone like a D. Higgins that has strings attached, then maybe you shouldn't donate. And I've said this often on this channel. Don't even donate to me. If you want to only give me conditional love, so to speak, financially speaking, you want to give me conditional love, you send me a donation, but I got to walk and toe your line. Don't even donate to me. I'm not, you know, I can't be bought and sold like that. And I think it should be the same way across the board.
Off a debt. An IOU that's been long-standing for
quite a while. Oh my God.
And the IOU that I'm talking about is when your own fans loved you so much that they actually came together and got you the $2,000 for the GoFundMe for you to get the iMac in the first place. You came to your fans a long time ago and said, if you guys get this computer for me, if you come together with the money, I'll give you great, amazing content. I'll give you...
Yeah, but Rose, what about you and the money donated to you with the air conditioner? Goes two ways, dear. It's not like you paid for the air conditioner.
Videos, I'll be more entertaining than I've ever been. That's what you said to your fans. That was the promise, and you have yet.
And you promised to get an AC for your home.
To fulfill the promise, because you haven't really done any edited content, and there's no excuse for it. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, and I've benefited from some of them for my channels.
Tons of tutorials on YouTube that you can watch all day. It'll take you an afternoon to figure it out. My computer's not even as great as yours, and I can do editing. And if I can do editing on my $400 computer, I'm sure you can do fantastic editing on the Apple iMac. Okay, you asked for the computer.
It depends. If he's only using the built-in iMovie, and that's what I use, to be honest, it gets the job done, but really I do, like the type of edits I do, many you see, particularly those videos I do over at Fedora Social Experiment. Okay, frankly, I'm demanding iMovie to do more than what it can. It's very, very basic. Like, for instance, if you want to put a picture in a picture type of thing, unlike others, like I believe Filmora or Adobe Premiere, maybe, and of course, definitely the industry standard of Final Cut, where you can put as many pictures in a picture as you want, I can't do that. So what I got to do is if I put a clip or a picture inside a clip or inside a picture, I've got to save it, render that, and then re-import it into iMovie so I can have more than one picture inside. It's tedious. It's long. But, you know, so if Hussy is using iMovie, it is the most basic of editors. You can't really do reactions well to it. You could record on OBS and then edit later in iMovie, and that would be just fine. But then you get someone like me who has no clue how to use OBS. So there. OBS to me is like a rocket ship.
Your fans loved you. They came together and they got to the computer, and all they asked in return was great, edited.
I don't know. Did they ask? Did they? Is that really what they asked for? Is that really what they asked for?
Positive content, and you have yet to give it to them. So if you decide to take up my challenge and do positive content, then just consider it you fulfilling a debt, an IOU that you owe your own fans. And by the way, one last thing.
Oh, goody.
Before I forget.
Goody.
Before I forget.
Yeah.
Let me just say this to you.
I'm waiting with bated breath today. I'm dying of old age.
Once upon a time, the character that you played.
Oh, God, here we go.
It was sassy. And you based that character off your housekeeper.
Yeah, he did. Even I had questions about that. But anyways.
You told me she was funny.
You had no issues with it when he was using it to be mean to Foodie Beauty. I am at least consistent.
She was sassy. She was a wonderful person. And you took her memory. You took who she was, and you became this hateful, nasty bully on YouTube. Saying hateful, nasty, awful things about people. Oh my
God.
And what's really sad and what's really awful is that the people you were talking about, a lot of them, once upon a time, they helped you. When you weren't being nasty to them, when you were good with all of us, those were people that you...
It's more like Hussy didn't walk your party line. He didn't toe your party line.
You would go to those people asking them advice about computers and whatnot. And they were always happy to help with whatever advice they could give you. You know, you had access to all those people and all that advice and all that help. And then you try.
Okay, I'm done with the sanctimonious Rose, and I'm coming back to you in the chat before we bring up DCmediagirl's comfort place. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Come back. Come back. Charlie Gould. I like that one, Scott. Charlie Gould. I like that. Yeah, it is a wig, Kim. It is. That nail polish on her is the ugliest color I've ever seen. Not Long Beach. Relax, Kim. Oh, God. It's a 30-minute drive from me, but damn. Don't feel too bad. It's all right, Kim. We make do with what we have, like I mentioned. Okay, the Gunt lives close to me. Okay, the Gunt lives in this city. Well, she doesn't live that close to me. She doesn't live that close to me. Not as close as she let on. Yeah, it is a wig. Her real hair is dyed black and really thin. Very true, Diana. DIY manicure on gnarly nails. She shouldn't have bothered. Way too many people wear wigs in HN, of course. It's because Rose couldn't dumpster dive a Manny and Penny. I still contend that her dumpster dive video was a troll. It was one huge troll. B Walsh. Bahaha, DC needs a wig for those bald spots she's been showing us. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to DC Media Girl very shortly, B Walsh. Stick around. Those of you watching in replay, I'm gonna try and remember to have it timestamped so you can skip over what you don't want and zoom in on what you want. Yeah. Rose needs a happy ending, and you know what kind of happy ending I mean. Ooh la la. Charlie Gould. That's not a wig, as we discovered. That's Rose's forehead protector, not to protect her, but us. Jane Fonda is 83 years old. Rose Thorn looks older than her. Rose Thorn is the ghouls collector, and she's sucking the souls out of people. Buy a wrench. Talking of fans, she spent the $300 on other things. Yeah, that's sure looks that way, don't it, Diana? He needed to enlarge the text on the screen significantly because of his eyesight. It wasn't so he could become a computer whiz. I heard that too, Death. I heard that too. I need hip waders. The hypocrisy is running deep with her. I know, Christine. I know. I didn't ask. I've watched Hussy. There, easy for me to say. I've watched Hussy since Glory Gloria. I'm a little nauseous with this one. She's as thick as a brick. Does anyone know Jethro Tull? I don't think they were all that popular in the United States. But they were a British band, and they were very popular here in Montreal. This is the thing about Montreal. A lot of the prog rock groups, like the old classic Genesis, Alan Parsons Project, Jethro Tull, they all made it in Montreal first. Yeah. And Jethro Tull had an album and a song called Thick as a Brick. Great song. Great musicianship there. Yeah. I like me some Jethro Tull. Look, we questioned it. We didn't know the reasons since we learned that he needed it for other reasons. However, she knew about it and now wants to pretend she doesn't to suit her attack. It's what they do, Jeff. That's their modus operandi. Gaslighting, hypocrite Rose. Oh, gaslighting. Yeah. Remember the game? Every time we hear the word gaslighting, your girl shakes her tambourine. Your girl shakes her tambourine. You know Jethro Tull, right? Death, you do, yeah. You don't know Jethro Tull? Oh, you should. Go on YouTube, search for Jethro Tull music. You are in for a treat. You are totally in for a treat. Jethro Clampett. Jethro Clampett. Actually, his name was Jethro Bodine in the show. His name was Bodine. Yeah, he was the only one. Ellie Mae was a Clampett, and Jed was a Clampett. But Jethro was a Bodine, and Granny, believe it or not, her name was Moses. Her name was Grandma Daisy Mae Moses. Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. True facts. Yeah, Christine, Jethro Tull was popular in the U.S. Right on. Yeah, hit it. Yeah, hit it. Uh-huh. So while we're at it, we're going to go to DCmediagirl. Yeah, we're going to go to DCmediagirl. Hang on, the computer's acting up. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. We're going to go to DCmediagirl and her comfy place. Yes, I know Jethro Tull and Jethro Clampett, more Bodine. Right on, B. Right on. All right. So it's called Oak Hill Cemetery in Georgetown. All right. Well, it is in keeping with the Halloween theme. All right. Let's go. Hang on. All right. 600 views.
Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Jen. How on earth is this Aveeno positively
Got 600
radiant
views.
More radiant? It's formulated with soy.
Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Forgot to put the share screen on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Us tiptoe through the graveyard. Tiptoe through the graveyard. All I'm missing is a ukulele here. That's what I got to get. I think that's a relatively cheap instrument that won't break the bank. Get a ukulele. Tiptoe through the graveyard. Okay. All righty. Where are you? Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Thought I lost it for a second. All right. Hang on. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Hello, everyone. Today
Hello.
we're taking a look at Oak Hill Cemetery.
Ooh. This is her comfort zone. Goes well with that formaldehyde and embalming fluid cosmetology.
Which has been the final resting place for Georgetown residents since 1849.
Ooh, shiver me timbers. We're getting a history lesson from the journalist. We're getting a history lesson.
Here lies former Washington Post executive editor Ben Bradley. More on this mausoleum in the description box. The James Renwick Chapel is the architect's only known example of Gothic Revival church architecture in Washington, D.C.
Uh-huh.
This cemetery is also said to be haunted. Over the years,
aren't most cemeteries haunted? Isn't that the idea? Aren't they haunted by design? I mean, basically, for those who believe, and I understand there are many who don't, but for those who believe, basically what a ghost is a spirit in the hereafter that is in limbo. They're caught in limbo. They haven't crossed, the soul hasn't crossed over. Yeah. No, I'm not a medium, but I do talk to a lot of mediums.
Groundskeepers and ghost hunters have reported seeing a carriage hearse pulled by 6 headless horses.
6 headless horses? Not headless horsemen? Headless horsemen? The only thing that's missing is Ichabod Crane. That music is, I guess it's fitting. Yeah, the music's fitting. I mentioned it in my stream last night. There's an underground cemetery. There's a downtown square / park called Place du Canada. And underground is an underground cemetery. And there are tours done by storytellers / actors who do walking guided tour down there. It's called the Saint Antoine Cemetery. And it's under Place du Canada. Okay. You're not going to do any more talking? You're not going to do any more talking? You're not going to tell us any more? You're just going to pan in and show us different angles of the cemetery? I swear to God, she did 1.5 minutes of talking, and the other 5 minutes is just this showing pictures. So we're going to take this down, and we're going to go to her doing her retro react. The Foodie Beauty's cheese graveyard. Cheese graveyard. We're going to see her retro react. Okay. Yeah. Clara has to be the worst in my opinion. Because she has an education, and to stoop to hate videos for shekels is too important for this one. Absolutely true, B-Wall. Absolutely true. DCmediagirl, you don't talk like that, phony. No, she don't. It's weird, isn't it? You heard that too? Yeah, I heard the same thing. Haunted when she's there. She's haunting the place with her camera. DCmediagirl trying to look like Linda Dano from the soap opera Another World. Oh my God, there's a blast from the past. Another World? Oh my dear Lord, that is a blast from the past. The statue has more life about it than DC does. I heard she lives with her brother and calls it as he himself is her man. Ew! You mean she's doing it with her brother? Ew! I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true. Ew. Oh, yeah, we have that in common, Def. Sadly, that's one of the things. DC Media Girl, you see, at least I'll admit it. She'll never admit it. She'll never admit it. But I will admit it. The sad truth is, DC Media Girl and I have quite a few things in common. Yeah, we do. We have quite a few things in common. The only difference is she never admit it. But I will. I'll openly admit it. And that's one of them. Yeah. Anyway, so let's do the retro. Let's cover her retro react. The Cheese Graveyard, and I believe there was talk of the documentary. It was about a cult documentary called Heaven's Gate. I think it was one of those doomsday cults. I don't know much about it. I never saw the documentary. So take from my reaction to the video what you will. I'm not going to be reviewing the actual content, the material discussed of Heaven's Gate, because I've never seen it. Except to maybe talk about what little I do know about cults and cult mentality. And that's what we're going to do. Alrighty. Alrighty. Hang on. Okay. All right. Okay, coming. Okay, coming. All right. Rose. No. So let's go. All right. We're not going to do the entire DC stream either. It's an hour and a half, and then we'll be here all night if we do. See if the computer holds up.
Don't do it.
Let's see if the computer will hold up. All right. What did I do? No, that's not what I wanted. Dang. All right, here we go. Sorry, got the wrong one.
Hello, everyone. Today, we're taking a look at Oak Hill Cemetery.
No, that's not what I want.
Which has been the final resting place
for
Georgetown.
Hang on. I don't know why. I click on the right video, but this one keeps coming up. Her Vlogtober keeps coming up. I'm clicking on the other one. All right, come on. Give me the right video. All right. Open sesame. Yeah, we see her big head iceberging the camera. She's been taking camera posing lessons from Chuck Gold. All right. All right, here we go. All right. Look at her stupid doll. Her doll in the background. God, I've never seen woman my age so into dolls.
Hello, everyone. How
Hi.
are you?
I've been
How
better.
you doing?
I've been better.
Oh, Mary Beth, to answer your question, the Cheese Graveyard.
Is it the Mary Beth? That Mary Beth on Twitter?
It was from 2019.
Yes, it was a couple of years ago. Just to remember, controversy, unpopular opinion, but I actually liked I thought it was the cheese graveyard, like cutting the cheese into cutouts like of gravestones and coffins and stuff. I thought it was a creative idea for a charcuterie board if you're hosting a Halloween party. You know, to host a Halloween party and you have a charcuterie board. I thought it was creative. I really did. But the way Haydurnation goes at it, you know, it's almost as if the cheese altered in taste. It's like, God, newsflash, it still tastes the same.
Okay, so right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Before we get started on today's topic,
I've
been doing a lot of
what?
Studying on cults.
Why are you planning to join one? Oh, wait a minute, you already are in one. That's right.
Hello, everyone. Hello. It's good to see you.
I wish I could say the same.
I have a recommendation for you guys about a documentary.
Heaven's Gate.
Or a documentary, rather. Now, I make this recommendation with caveats.
I bet you do. I bet you do. If there are that many caveats, why the hell are you, if there are that many caveats as you're implying, why the hell are you even recommending it? Just don't recommend it.
With major caveats. So I'm going to
Then don't
give you
recommend
the
it.
content warning beforehand. The documentary, well, you know what? Before I give you the content warning, it's not like I'm playing it on my channel. Thank you, April Love. The documentary is on Netflix. It's called John of God. Now, here's the content warning. The subject matter is extremely grim, and I think that one thing that you should all be prepared for is that John of God is a Brazilian faith healer, channeler of spirits, that sort of thing.
I don't know much.
Unlike people like Benny Hinn and some of the other televangelists
Benny Hinn, yeah, televangelists
who do this sort of thing as well, John of God actually performed what he called
televangelists who basically con people out of their money. That's basically what they do. They con people out of their money. They get actors to pretend that they're handicapped or whatever, and then magically they can rise and walk. Yeah, that's how they con you.
Operations on people. And he did so in front of a large group of people in a totally unsterilized environment with no anesthesia. And there are very graphic, there's graphic footage of these surgeries, so I think that you need to be aware of that.
Ugh.
John of God was later called out for sexually molesting and raping hundreds and hundreds
Oh my
of
God.
women. And so that's really the focus of the documentary. And I know that when you've got two giant subjects at once, it's very
Let's
difficult
fast forward. Just a bit.
Well, not for the same reason. The fact that she didn't pay proper homage to the victim, or she didn't consider the victims' families, and that she was eating cheese and all that. Well, we knew she was going to eat cheese because that's what she advertised. My problem with it was that it was so poorly executed.
It was because it was Foodie Beauty that was doing it. If it were one of your buddies that were doing it, I'm sure you would have found the cheese graveyard creative. You would have found it as creative just as much as I do if it were anyone else.
It was so poorly, it was not researched at all. And the Heaven's Gate story is much more interesting than what she presented, which I know is hard not to believe. But when the Heaven's Gate incident happened, I was working at ABC News. And on the 1-year anniversary, I was working at Fox News Channel. And I can tell you that the Heaven's Gate suicide was a source of a great deal of mockery and laughter in newsrooms across the country and probably around the world. Earlier, before I came on, I was looking for my lanyards, and I can't find them anywhere.
Oh, here we go with the lanyards. Here we go with the lanyards.
But on one of the lanyards, I had a pin that was given to me by somebody at Fox that said, "So many idiots, so few comments," which was a pretty popular pin at the time. We in the business had a very dismissive attitude towards this tragedy. Because none of us had done a real deep dive into what the Heaven's Gate cult was about and how it came about. So anyway, yeah, I saw that Fundy Fridays did a Heaven's Gate video yesterday. I was very angry because I knew I was going to do this today. I didn't watch that video, by the way.
So somebody is more interested in the what happened at a doomsday cult. Okay. All right. Okay. Look like dang, she done haunted your computer. I know, B. Walsh. I know. Look at DCmediagirl try to look like Janet from Three's Company. Her hair looks like it's been gnawed by rats. Yeah, I thought so, Death. That Mary Beth. Yeah. True story. Mary Beth Wiley used to be a fan. When I used to be a mental health channel, she used to be a fan of mine. Yeah. She used to be a fan. I guess that all changed when I started covering Haydurnation. Oh well. Oh well. Right, Death, and she dissed Negs in his hair. Yep. Yep. See it on her right. Yeah, that doll. The creepy doll. She's going for that just been effed hairdo, except she's got no experience of hairstyles or being epic fail. DC's hair looks lopsided. If you lift that up a bit, Scott, you'll find the mark of the devil. Oh my God. She's got several bald spots on her right side. I shouldn't be making fun, but since she makes fun of Chantal's and Negs' hair, let's do open season for one day. But ordinarily, I don't support, I'm not going to support mocking somebody's thinning hair because and I'm not going to go into too much detail now, but I talked about it in my video last night. Yeah, I did. Hey, Nietzsche, good to see you. You watched Fundy Friday's video today? You thought it was well done? Well, I figured, here's a rule of thumb. Here's a rule of thumb around here. If DCmediagirl doesn't like it, maybe it's worth watching. Maybe it's worth watching, and vice versa. She wasn't a fan. She needed all the help she could get. DC cuts her hair with a flow bee? Ooh. All right. All right.
But I thought that we would take a look at her video and then we would have a conversation about what actually happened with Heaven's Gate.
Okay.
But like I said, I was not a...
Here's the thing. Is everybody in your chat there for the Heaven's Gate history lesson? Or are they there for your hate comments on Chantal?
Offended by her idiocy or her insensitivity because that's very on brand for her.
My God, what is those Barbie dolls? Barbie dolls? Jesus, man. And there's one, the Chantal doll or the Amber Lynn doll. Holy hell. Oh, she's got vinyl. Wonder what albums she's got. And she's got an old stereo. She's got an old-time stereo. Cool. That is cool. I like retro. I like old retro appliances, like the old TVs, old stereos, old radios, and stuff like that. I like that retro stuff. But the dolls, no. The dolls, I don't even want to think what she does with those dolls. Maybe they talk back. I don't know.
And because news people have alligator skin, and we tend to have a very dark sort of gallows humor about tragedy. So it didn't bother me, but as much as it should have. But again, at that point, I had been in the news business for a number of years, maybe 5 years. It's not that long, but it's long enough to become a very insensitive asshole.
Yeah, but so are most media personalities, and they kind of have to be.
Okay, so let's watch the foodie video, and then we will talk about what actually happened with Heaven's Gate. Okay. So here is her video. I fast forwarded through the cheese part. I think.
Why did you do that? I mean, you got cheese graveyard in the title of your video. Yet you're not going to show us the cheese graveyard. You're not going to show us Chantal's cheese graveyard. Okay, so obviously it was clickbaiting. So you know you probably know what I've been speculating before. Your audience is not there for the Heaven's Gate, for the history lesson on Heaven's Gate, even if it is to correct Chantal's telling of it. Okay, your audience was there for the cheese graveyard. Okay, but you're not showing the cheese graveyard. Way to clickbait.
I think I've eliminated most of the cheese stuff because it's not interesting. I don't care about cheese.
Oh, yes, you do. The cheesier, the better. Well, there it is.
It tastes like, if you thought, wake up.
Sorry. Apparently I didn't fast forward through enough of it.
okay.
So let's watch this, and we're only going to watch the portion about Heaven's Gate. Like I said, I don't care about cheese. I don't care about her Halloween candy preferences. We're not here for that. You know, if you guys want to watch that, you can watch that on your own.
Speak for yourself. They're there for the cheese.
But it's really not that interesting. Okay, so anyway, let's go with this.
My hair looks like it kind of tastes like as if like the cheese had like a hint of nutmeg or something. I don't know.
Oh my god! I'll be honest though. Chantal, I'll defend your right to eat all that cheese. That's your choice. I'm not your mother. But I'm going to make the comment for myself. Just looking at it, I'm already starting to feel backed up, if you know what I mean. Oh, God. Oh, dear Lord. And I'm feeling my liver get hurt. Oh, God. Why do I have a bad liver and kidneys? Why?
It actually works pretty well. Have some washed grapes.
It is, Sandy.
This lesser cheese is really
You're going to need the grapes to offset what the cheese does.
Mm. So I was reading, I read about this a long time ago, but I'm really interested in like cults, especially like.
So am I.
I was watching Midsummer, which is a horror movie, very disturbing, I'll warn you. But it's about.
I just wanted to let you know I hated Midsummer. It was a beautiful movie to look at. The art.
I never saw Midsummer, never heard of it before now, so no comment.
History was undeniable, but I thought that the movie itself was underwhelming. And I wasn't a fan, and I wasn't horrified by it at all. But again, thick skin, you know, what can I say?
Did you want to be
I'm gonna let her
horrified?
finish, okay, I'm going to be quiet for the rest of her recitation, as it were.
Like a commune kind of.
You're not going to give a true reaction? You're just going to stare at the screen? Stare at her content? Oh, yeah, that's what you all do. Right. As you were.
Oh. If you thought Waco was bad, this is just like crazy. It's worth a watch. It's from the director who did Hereditary.
Waco was real life. Waco actually happened.
I remember the news when what happened, the mass shooting at Waco. I remember that.
Okay, slightly different, but I'm sorry, I lied.
And I think it's leader David Koresh, if I'm not mistaken. I think he shot himself as well, if I'm not mistaken. If not, he ended up with the death penalty. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong.
I'm not going to let her finish. Now I'm going to let her finish.
Let her
I'm
finish.
Gonna try to
let the
control
girl
myself.
finish.
I know what I'm going to use this one for. Mm.
This was back in the day she was living with BB. I recognize that Chinese Chinese doors in the background. Yeah. Kind of like that decor. Yeah, I do. I kind of like that decor.
About my legs. So, I'll try to breathe. I'm not gonna
Okay, it's a wine and cheese. Okay.
because I didn't recognize another fail. But it's there's little pieces that you can put out on the tray too, you know?
I changed the time cap.
So I was reading a while ago on this cult. Called Heaven's Gate. And I think what really stood out, besides the mass suicide, was the pictures of the bodies that are online.
Oh, God. That's not something I can look at.
So I'll show you a picture. You don't see the body, you just see they're covered.
I can't even look at that, though.
Sticking out. They're all wearing the same Nikes. And
Yeah, that's what they were known for.
you can buy these Nikes. They're expensive on like eBay for that reason because they don't make them anymore. From what I hear, Nike pulled them after that happened.
That would be entirely possible. I mean, what PR, like a doomsday cult where they're all wearing your sneakers, a line of your sneakers. So kind of way to, pull the line entirely. That's pretty much all they could have done.
Okay, I'm stopping. In Bloom, you won my Lush giveaway.
I love how we're talking about doomsday cults and Nike running shoes. And right smack in the middle, DC is telling one of her chat that they won her giveaway. What is it? A secondhand faux Chanel purse with a used handkerchief in there?
In Bloom, hello.
Or is it a pair of old Nikes, or retro Nikes running shoes?
Please send me your address
please,
so that I can send the Lush stuff
Send me your address so I can dox ya.
out. My address is in the About section of my channel.
Oh my God. Is it really? Is it really? Oh my God. And you still squawk about Negs so-called doxing you over one little digit?
Please send me your address because I want to send you the Lush stuff. All right.
Lush.
Just an aside. It was after this incident that Nike discovered that there is such a thing as bad publicity. I know I'm not telling.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I just said. I mean, what choice did Nike have but to pull the line?
Anyone anything they don't know when I say that the Nike sneakers were actually the least interesting element about this story.
It's possibly the least element, but from a corporate stance, I can see why Nike would have been panicking.
But okay, continue.
I think I read too that there wasn't any specific reason that the cult leader chose the Nikes. I guess they were just like on sale. So
I don't
anyway,
know.
let's backtrack.
That's not correct.
Again, like I said, admittedly, I don't know much about Heaven's Gate.
But okay.
I really like the pumpkin spice cheese actually. It's pretty good.
One thing I miss about being vegan is brie and camembert cheese. It's one thing I miss about being vegan.
So let's backtrack. Basically, this cult is called Heaven's Gate, and it was founded in 1974.
That long, huh?
The cult leader is named Marshall Applewhite.
Oh, that's
His
him.
name is Marshall.
That's also not accurate, but
No, you might hear mass
we'll cover it.
and then think, oh, that's horrible. But for these people who were manipulated, they believed that that was the only way for them to reach
Not
that
accurate.
level of transcendence. And they called it the next level. They were confined in their bodies. And so kind of like Scientology, I guess they believe like extraterrestrial existence. And every time I eat, I get lipstick here. The Lancaster cheese tastes like an aged cheddar.
Okay.
Brie, if you've never had it, is really creamy and delicious.
That's true. Again, like I said, one of the things I miss about being vegan.
You know, I know that this has been said a million times, probably a million times alone, by me alone. But she is such a bad storyteller.
I don't know. I mean, no, in this particular video, I'll agree. She doesn't seem particularly comfortable with this topic matter, and she can do spooky stories on Halloween. She's proven she can do it. But I think this particular type of thing, which is more of a true crime, I don't think that's her forte. I'll agree with Clara on that. Yes, Clara, you get brownie points where it's due. Ooh, shiver me timbers. I'll agree on that. But for the most part, I find her to be in it when she does those edited videos before, you know, the time warp videos, or she did the creepy pastas and stuff. Or if she would talk about, sleeping with a homeless dude, or her encounter with the French dude. And I've always said this, and Gaining Ground has said this too. You know, it doesn't matter that it's, embellished or not necessarily true. It's entertaining. And a lot of us who watched Foodie Beauty back in the old days, we miss that type of thing. I think she does have a gift for storytelling, just not this type of thing.
And in 2 years, she has not improved. She has not. Oh, by the way, in Bloom, it's DCmediagirl channel at gmail.com. I just want to make sure you're sending your email to the right place.
Well, thank you for sending the email. Take a note of that, boys and girls. No, don't send her emails. I was kidding. Here's the thing. God, I used to give out my email and publicly, and I ended up regretting it. I really ended up regretting it, giving out my email publicly. But yeah, I don't know. It's a safety thing for me. Yeah, don't email her.
It would really help her to work off of the script. She refers sometimes to notes, which doesn't make things any better. Again, it's all her story times dealing with real life events really do remind me of the kid who is unprepared for the book report and gets up in front of the class and, sort of bumbles their way through.
Yeah, but DC, we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I just pointed out what I think Chantal's strengths and weaknesses are when it comes to the storytelling thing.
The points that
for instance, you can't even make porn star guests interesting. You can't even make them interesting.
They don't understand about a book that they did not read. So, okay, let's go.
So,
nobody's saying anything. Ooh, no one's saying nothing.
they believe that eventually the earth would be recycled.
That's true.
So it's very millenarian, I guess the term is, way of thinking that the earth will be recycled in like before 2027, and everything will die and then grow back.
I know that I wanted to interject this because she just mentioned the year 2027. After the mass suicide, the people who were running the Heaven's Gate cult website were telling people that the year had been changed from 2027 to 2050. So very, very on brand for one of these doomsday cults. Not the first time this has happened, and unfortunately, it will not be the last.
It's not just doomsday cults that make these predictions, unfortunately. How often do we see it? Remember the 2012 thing? Everybody thought the world would end just before Christmas of 2012. Yeah.
Basically, be recycled. So in order to avoid that, they said their physical bodies need to die so that their soul can be released and they can follow this extraterrestrial, this UFO that they believe was following a comet. Very prominent comet called Hale-Bopp. So yeah, they still have a website up from what I understand. So if you want to check it out, heavensgate.com. I don't know what's there. I haven't checked it out.
So you didn't check it, great. I haven't, Aggie.
I remember reading about them before. I thought I would just talk about it a bit. But on March 26th,
coming to you in the chat. Yeah, coming to you in the chat. Hey, T Templar, good to see you here. It's good to see you here. Yeah, she does keep drifting off. And I was drifting off. That's why I'm coming back to you in the chat now. I was starting to drift off. Yeah. Gemma Lumen. I'm glad you liked it, Gemma Lumen. I did not. But I'm glad you liked it. Okay. All right. Hey, guys, I've been here for a while. I've just been lurking. No problem, Nietzsche. She calls it giving her hair a bris. Ooh, yeah. I think she listens to Johnny Osmond from her younger years and Pat Boone. B. Walsh. Pat Boone. I don't know. There's something about Pat Boone that makes me laugh. Oh, God. B. Walsh. And even after listening to her heartthrob albums, she still has arid as the desert. Don't say her name 3 times or else. Don't you do it. You speak poetry to my ears. Here we go. She's now a raving movie critic. Well, the raving part is true. No argument there, Death. No argument there. Woody Allen, that's probably her only movie genre. Oh, God. There was a time I used to watch Woody Allen. My favorite Woody Allen movie was Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex, But Were Afraid to Ask. I believe that was in 1971. Yeah, 1971. That was my favorite Woody Allen movie ever. Except now I can't watch him because I learned he was a chomo. So, there. So, yeah, can't do it because I learned he was a chomo. Oh my God, of course, B, she turned a blind eye to his nonsense ways, just like she affiliates the geek room and that dubious lot, indeed, Death. So it's not really a dox if this donk has it in the description, right? I don't know. How much of it does she have in the description, Templar? I don't know. I haven't looked in her about section of her channel, to be honest. I don't know. Death, absolutely. I can't separate the man from his actions, just my weakness. Yeah, true. Least interesting people are still trying to buy those shoes. Or really? Yeah, I suppose they're selling them on eBay. God, who would want to own those shoes? You know, knowing what, who would want to own them? Okay. Weirdos want that S. Yeah, I know. B, I can't do with the people either, not when it comes to those actions. Geez, DZ's commentary is so lacking. It is. Even more than usual, isn't it? This is Charlie Gold level of commentary. She's memorized, keeps drifting off, probably due for her afternoon nap. Oh my God, I was falling asleep too. I agree. She's done good with creepypasta stories. Yeah, she has. Look, everybody has strengths and weaknesses, you know. I don't know why a lot of people think Chantal is so unique, you know, and she really isn't. She's like most human beings, you know. She has her strengths, she has her weaknesses, you know. Excuse me. Ugh, damn hiccups. Look, okay, I'll agree with Clara on this one. She's not particularly great at this kind of storytelling, but the other storytelling is great. I'm entertained by it. I think they're funny, you know. DC Media 4 didn't get her nappies before the reaction. E.T. Templar, we're getting naughty now. You're getting naughty now. I think Chantal's storytelling is better than DC's, though. LOL, not accurate. Yeah, I'm with you there, Nietzsche Moose. I'm with you there. She tells stories. They're real creepypastas now. This told me to work on my reads. Yes, that's right. I remember that, E.T. I do remember she told you to work on your reads. Have we been working on our reads? What does that mean, reads, anyway? What does that mean? Let's remember I'm old, I'm not cool, I'm not tech savvy, I'm from the early 1700s. Reads. Does she mean you're not reading books? I don't know. I'm asking. Oh, hey, Petty Spaghetti, good to see you. Who's not scared about hearing about putting random meth pipes to your mouth? better than those lame stories you used to tell. Hardcore. And Y2K, LOL. Hey, that's right, spaghetti, petty spaghetti. Y2K, who could forget about that? I remember people stockpiling and panicking way back when, just before Christmas of 1999. Oh, fuck yeah, that's true. Or the Harold Camping May 11th rat tire stuff. Plus, I think Chantal is telling this story more for entertainment purposes, not really for educational purposes. Yeah, I'm with you there, Nietzsche. I'm with you there. I mean, look at it. She's wearing a fluorescent pink wig, and she's eating cheese shaped like gravestones and coffins. She's eating a cheese graveyard charcuterie board. She's doing it for entertainment, obviously. I mean, if you're going to do it for educational purposes, you're going to look a little different, you know? Yeah, I'll agree with you there. LOL, the best bit is when Fedora has to read my comments. Remember, Clara Hag has tried so many times, different genres for years, and the only success she has ever had was with the young, dumb hater Chantal videos, right? Yeah, it's so true, B. Yes, it's not for nothing because DC is trying to get down with the kids. He's trying to get down with the kids. Yeah. DC Media Forum makes me want to drink the punch. No. Not worth the alcohol poisoning, ET. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Imagine he starts doing ASMR like host Thorn. Well, she kind of tried to do that with the cemetery visit. I mean, it was a minute and a half of her commentary, and the rest of it is different camera angles showing the cemetery. That's why I didn't show the rest of it. Reads. She learned that from Mrs. Parker. Work on your reads. How to read a room, a person, or a situation, Fedora. Oh, okay. Thanks, Steph, for clearing that up for me. Thank you. Harold Camping made 18 plus million off that. Really? Huh. Wow. Not Lou Reed's dear Fedora. Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. Who remembers that? Hey, little boots. I love that your lives are so long. I always have to leave and come back and you're still on. Glad you're enjoying it, little boots. I got lost in a little rummy. I lost in rummy to my brother twice. Oh, no, little boots. No. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Welcome to Straight Talking Fedora Chick. Yeah, little boots. All right, let's get back to it. I don't know how much longer we're going to stick with it, but let's see where this takes us.
97.
It's either that or when the computer crashes. Take your pick.
That's when they decided to do it.
Uh-huh.
Well, they drank the Kool-Aid or whatever they did.
It wasn't Kool-Aid. That was
All
Jonestown.
wore the same uniform.
Mm-hmm.
It was creepy. Nike shoes sticking out.
There was nothing creepy about the shoes.
All lay down in their beds, including Mark.
Okay, she gave her an opinion, okay? To her, maybe to her, seeing the feet wearing these expensive running shoes was creepy. Maybe you don't find it so, but maybe to her it is creepy.
Marshall. And they all did the mass suicide thing.
That's not what
They
happened.
killed themselves inside their rented Rancho Santa Fe mansion over a period of several days.
That's
in
what
small
happened.
groups. They put on matching black pants and shirts and black and white Nikes.
3 groups.
Phenobarbital mixed with applesauce, washed down with vodka. Then they
Ugh.
put plastic bags and purple shrouds over their heads.
Ugh.
They died in their bunk beds.
I'll have one more piece. I cut out a certain amount of pieces I wanted to eat.
Yes, Amanda. And
Yeah.
yes.
This is really good bread. It's from Artisan Bakery. Art is in artisan. Play on words.
From the French artisan. Yeah, from the French artisan. Oh, God, I love my Première Moisson bakery over here in Montreal. Love me some Première Moisson. Also, our Homa, because our Homa has a lot of vegan options. like with their pastries and their desserts. A lot of vegan options. Première Moisson does not, unfortunately. The bread is vegan, but the pastries are not so much.
You're in Ottawa? Mm. They make really good bread. And they sell it at like retail locations around here too, like Farm Boy, where I went, of course.
Farm Boy, I think that's a higher end grocery store in Ottawa. We don't have Farm Boy here.
I love Farm Boy.
I think that's it for Heaven's Gate. I think that's all for the Heaven's Gate portion of this video.
I'm gonna do it this one. It'll be a surprise this week. Mm. So I think I'm gonna hand out candy this year.
Keep in mind, this was 2 years ago, pre-pandemic. Okay. Nobody comes to my place for candy, even pre-pandemic, because, well, I live on a 4th floor walk-up. 4th floor, no elevator. So, and that suits me just fine, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, might do that.
Yes,
I live in
Catbite.
an apartment though. It's like
Yes, Catbite. Indeed, he was. Thomas Nichols, Nichelle Nichols' brother, Uhuru from Star Trek, was part of this cult. Yes, and he was in the group that died. He was one of the
Oh, God.
dead enders. I'm sorry, that was a terrible pun. I didn't mean it that way. He was one of the last hangers-on in this cult. And it's interesting because the cult did have a very strong affinity for Star Trek. So
A lot of them have a lot of these doomsday cults. They have affinities, for science fiction. Yeah, what is the link between these doomsday cults and science fiction anyway? Rhetorical question. Wasn't expecting an answer.
sure that having Uhuru's brother in the cult was quite prestigious for them and probably a sign of something. All right, there are only 3 minutes left. I'm going to play it through, and then we'll talk about Heaven's Gate.
Oh.
Go to Shopify.com and easily create a powerful online store.
I know, I'm
fully
cheap.
loaded with all the
I'm
e-commerce
cheap.
features.
I don't really remember kids if they came to the door or not, to be honest. I really can't remember. So I hate to have like all that candy. Left over. Let you eat it all. I should do a video.
Well, it depends if you're handing out candy corn. I don't know why people still hand out candy corn. Still the traditional Halloween candy, yet nobody likes it.
Like what my favorite Halloween candy is.
Me, it's chocolate. The other thing I really liked with those caramels, those craft caramels. Anybody remember those? They were in like cubes. Yeah, wrapped in plastic. I liked those too. The toffee caramel by Kraft. Yeah, that was my favorite. Very popular back in the 70s. If you were a kid in the 70s, like I was.
I know what my least favorite candy is. I hate candy corn.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Orange pumpkin.
I think we all hate candy corn. I think we can all agree on that.
No.
DC, he's sleeping. He's sleeping. He's nodding off. Are we gonna hear her snore? Coming to you guys. You like the Velvet Underground too, Death? Right on. I knew it was Lou Reed, not Reeds, just to play on words like I want to say E.T. photo. No hablo español, B. No hablo español. Je parle français. Oui, le français québécois. Yep. Et pas, non, pas le français parisien. When DC thinks he's the authority on a subject and starts waffling on, I slowly turn gray and empty inside. You and me both, Death. You and me both, because I'm feeling it. So DC is going to tell us why Chantal did this in poor taste, but then cracks that joke. I know, little boots. I know. But remember, rules for thee, but not for me, right? Oh my God, I went to a chocolatier today. Got some sweets to bring home. Right on. I want to go. There is a Lindt. Here in Montreal, there are a couple of stores, Lindt. Now, most of you have seen Lindt chocolate being sold in stores, in grocery stores, and stuff like that. But we have stores dedicated to Lindt and Girardelli, which I think are the same owner. Oh my God. You can get a chocolate high just going in there. I swear, you can get chocolate high. I love candy corn, but I told you I'm weird. You do? Dragon Lion. My God, you are the only one I know. You are the only one I know that likes candy corn. You're the only one I know. I disagree. Oh, you too, Nietzsche? You like candy corn? Okay. I'm pretty sure my grandparents cautioned me that way, though. So we've got two in the chat, Nietzsche Moose and Dragon Lion, who like the candy corn. Okay, cool. You found a common bond. It is what it is. Right, Kim. Yeah, that's right, Kim. Yeah. Someone needs to make a video of her sleeping. Oh my God. Don't take any screenshots now. Don't take any screenshots now. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Yep, same here where I'm visiting in New Hampshire. But this other chocolate store blows Lindt put out of the water. Really? Better than Lindt? Huh. Well. Lindt is pretty hard to beat around here. Lindt is pretty hard to beat. Thank you, Death, for linking the channel membership. Thank you so much. For those of you who wish to take out a Mad Hatter membership, become a channel member, it's $1.99 per month. What you get is access to the cool custom emojis, as well as weekly members-only chats. Yep. As well as weekly members-only chats. And a few other perks too. And the link, Death put the link in case you cannot find the join button, which apparently is still a problem with iPhone. There's the link there to join. And Death, yes, thank you for putting the merch store, linking the merch store. Yeah, go check out my latest Proud to Be Trash line. It's a small chocolate shop. They make all their own chocolate and candies. It's literally heaven. Little boots, if I ever head that way, I gotta stay out of there. So I have a feeling. Yeah, thank you again, Death, for the link. Yeah, if you wish to go donate via PayPal, rest assured, I keep all your information secret. We don't dots around here. We do not dots. My favorite store in this. Oh, I bet it is, Little Boots. I bet it is. I went to the Lindt factory in Switzerland. You went to the headquarters, Nietzsche? Wow. Sold me like $60 worth of unique flavors. Turns out they sold all the same kinds in my local Shoppers Drug Mart. Oh, really? Really? Oh, my God. Wow. All right, let's watch DC doze off, and I'm going to try. Here's the challenge. Two challenges. A, that my computer does not crash, and B, that I can somehow try and make this entertaining. All right.
This aged cheese would be so good with this wine. Grape juice is better than
He's sleeping. He's nodding off.
All right, you know what? I'm pulling the plug.
He was falling asleep.
That's enough. Okay.
Yes, because we need our DC Media Girl to be perky. Yeah, we need her to be perky.
Now, there are some people who just should not do true crime. They just shouldn't. And
I'll agree with that. It does take a certain kind of personality to be able to pull that off and to keep an audience interested. But I think that's the same of any topic or any genre, really. See, I agreed with you again, Clara. Oh my God, what's happening to me today? What is happening? I am slacking off. I am totally slacking off.
and even
Don't worry, I'm sure in a moment you're going to anger me.
if you do not feel in any way sympathetic or empathetic towards the victims or the victims' families, you can pretend to be for the sake of your audience, okay?
If this is so interesting to you, DC, how come you don't review Katie, the MFW's videos on the Delphi murders, with where the children that were murdered? And Katie was like inserting herself, crossing police barricades, trying to push her way to interview the mother and the family. Why don't you want to know insensitivity to the victims? MFW with that Delphi stuff.
Okay, when dealing with something of this.
But didn't you say as a journalist earlier in this video, this very video, Clara, earlier in this video, that as a journalist, your effect is kind of, what was the word you used? What was the word you used? That you were kind of immune to it? Because as journalists, you are trained to be immune. Now, Chantal, of course, is not a trained journalist, but there are some people, if you read enough news and you read enough of these stories, you're going to a lot of people probably would get immune. Some people never would get over it, but a lot of people would get immune, just like journalists do.
Magnitude. I know a lot of people did not care when the Heaven's Gate thing happened because they thought they were just a bunch of loonies who, I'm not going to say had it coming, but they were just a bunch of loonies who were so brainwashed that they didn't have the common sense to get out of such a wacky cult. But actually, the truth...
Well, that's how it starts, isn't it? These cult leaders, they tend to be charismatic, that you want to believe them. They come off as charismatic. They come off even as empathetic. They usually target, people who are marginalized, people who are alone in the world, basically, because those are the easiest, because that's the type of people who have had lifelong trouble finding some sense of belonging in any community or group. And then they finally find that sense of belonging and oops, they're brainwashed.
The story of Heaven's Gate is much, 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 much more interesting. In fact, most things are more interesting than the press gives those events credit for. Okay.
But Clara, as a journalist, you said it earlier. You know that they're not, the news is there to report the news, to report the facts. They're not there to entertain.
Okay.
Although some could argue that some newscasters, some reporters are entertaining. That can be argued.
I'm happy to admit that. Okay, so let's talk about...
Let's talk about what?
Heaven's Gate.
Oh, God. Is the whole thing going to be devoted to Heaven's
spring
Gate?
Up out of nowhere, and they did...
Let's go toward the end. Does she still talk about Heaven's
No,
Gate?
before. They were found with $5.75 in their pockets. Exactly $5.75.
Yeah, I know, I'm cheap. I don't have YouTube Premium.
75 cents. Why is that? The $5.75 came from a Mark Twain.
$5.75. Is that how much you paid for your glasses? Inquiring minds want to know.
In short story called Captain Stormfield's Visit to Heaven. And Twain wrote, or Twain's character stated, that $5.75 was what it would cost. That would be the fare to ride the tail of a comet. So that was the $5.75.
I wonder what that would be with inflation today.
To this day, the Heaven's Gate mass suicide is still the largest mass.
Okay, I don't want to hear any more about Heaven's Gate because honestly, I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm honestly not interested in Heaven's Gate. So now I've been over. Oh my God, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes already. Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time with you guys in the chat. Okay. Yeah, thank you for putting the link to Fedora Social Experiment. That's my second channel. For those of you who are interested in Fedora Social Experiment, it's very different content from what we do here. It's my own content. It's more personalized. Called experiments with comedy, some story times. Called Fedora Social Experiment because hell, life is a social experiment. Yeah. Thank you for putting the link there, Def. Much appreciated. Excuse me. E.T., are you seeing this? Clara falling asleep? Oh, please expose this sleeping charlatan, please. Actually, I kind of remember when Charlie Gold went on Alan Roberts back then when he called himself Every Damn Day Fitness. And Charlie Gold was still being heavily promoted by Alan Roberts. And Alan was on with his, with his trophy wife there. With his, typical trophy wife. On with Charlie. And Charlie was talking. And Alan looked like he was falling asleep, too. I remember it. Alan, you saw his head going down. He looked like he was falling asleep. Well, if there's anything Clara can do, she can criticize. I'm sure if Chantal was a true crime channel, she'd find this useful. But exactly, Nietzsche. Exactly. Yeah, Clara falling asleep. Thought for nothing, we call you Sally Sominex. Sally Sominex. But yeah, exactly. Chantal was never a true crime channel. She was like, in the sense, she never devoted her channel entirely to that. I think E.T. is falling asleep watching this shit. E.T., are you awake? E.T. Templar, are you awake still? Wakey, wakey. I don't know. I was nodding off. I was feeling myself nodding off too, Deb. Honestly, I felt myself nodding off too. You can pretend to be awake, but really sleep during videos. I make my best super chats while sleeping. Lullaby, go to sleep. I'm kidding. I'm kidding around. Well, Def, trust someone. We'll see her sleeping and run with this. True. Well, OLB, she needs to cut down on the afternoon boozing. Right, Def? True that, Def. Oh, my God. Yes, we've seen DCmediagirl and her her punch. Her punchy drinks. Yeah, her punchy drinks. Often would seem very highly loaded with sugar. Things like peach vodka, watermelon punch. Yeah, that seems like whole ass sugar. Yeah, indeedy. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. So, did I put everybody to sleep? If I become a Sally Sominex, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I became a Sally Sominex. Here's some interaction. B, she needs to put a straw in her fifth of absolute. I've got to go. It's been fun. Keep exposing this sleeping reviewer. Night, Fedora. Death, everyone. Fun night. Glad you liked it, B. Walsh. Have a great night. Have a great week. I'd like to give her some punch. I'd like to give her some punch. Oh, death. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're still here? Right on, little boots. Right on, little boots. Well, it is late, and it is a school night. It's the start of the work week. So you'd be forgiven, and I did play Sally Salmonek. I wonder if anyone picked up the clip of DC nodding off. I wonder if she did that. I wonder if anyone did that. Bird nodding off. Oh, man. Oh, dear, 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 dear. No, I did not want to listen to her recounting Heaven's Gate again. Honestly, I'm not really interested in hearing any more history of doomsday cults. Not really interested, to be honest. So, yeah, so that's the combo reaction. I know today I was supposed to react to Jan's views because she had on the real crocheter with her, but I think she either privated or dirty deleted or never went on stream in the first place this afternoon because I couldn't find it. That's okay. It's not a problem. Oh, my God, yeah, it is late for you, isn't it, Death? Yeah, it is late. Your day is starting soon. She needs her nap time. Hell, I need my nap time, Diana. I was making pudding and gaming while listening, so I'm still here. Right on, Dragon. Right on. Right on. We're not. Hey, Terry. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, Terry. Still on vacation, going to Boston tomorrow with my brother for a baseball game. So I'm up late planning that. Right on, little boots. Vacation. Everybody needs to take a vacation every so often, right? Everybody needs to take a vacation. But we're not going to be on for much longer. It has been 2.5 hours. I don't plan to be on for 4 hours like last night. Hey, Christine, she did put me in a trance for a bit. It's okay, Christine. You'd be forgiven. You'd be forgiven. Yeah, I'm also over at Fedora Social Experiment, my second channel. I'm also planning to do not really a ghost story. It's something to do with music history, which fits in with the theme of Halloween, called the 27 Club. So I'm going to do that with some edit images and all that while I tell this story. That's going to be coming up. That's going to be my Halloween themed video for Fedora Social Experiment. So that's coming up. You've got shit to do too? Ah, yes. You're going to go. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Death. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be jumping off very shortly myself. Thank you so much, Death, for stopping by. For those of you watching in replay, the links to support the channel and to follow me on social media are all in the description box below. Yeah. I'm going to, if I remember, and you can feel free to remind me, I'm going to put some timestamps as to where the rosethorn reaction starts and stops and where the DC starts and stops, so you can jump to where you want to go and skip over what you don't want to watch. Lil Boots, enjoy the game later. Update me. Right on, right on. So with that, on that note, please take care of yourselves and each other. And always remember, if there is somebody in your midst who is alone or at risk, please give them a call, look in on them, hit them up on social media if they've got it, because sometimes that the sympathetic ear, lending them that sympathetic ear can make all the difference in the world in that person's life. So have a good night, everybody. I'm glad you liked it, Dirty Diana. Enjoy the game, Lil Boots. Have a good night, everybody. It was awesome. I'll let you know when I'm coming back. Again, thank you. Good night, Petty Spaghetti. Keep an eye out for my community tab for stuff over at Fedora Social Experiment. Okay, Fedora Social Experiment. Please consider subscribing over there if you haven't done so already. And because it's really fun. We have a lot of fun over there. It's very different from what we do here. The link is in the description box below. But I'll put it in the chat one more time. Hang on. I'll put Fedora Social Experiment in the chat one more time. Okay. There you have it. You're still pumped with Little Boots, wearing your old Pappy jersey. Have a good night, Christine, Dragon Lion. Good night. And there's the link to second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. Again, the link is also in the description box below. Please go check it out. My goal is to get it up to 300 subs. We're already a little over 200 subscribers over there. My goal is to have it at 300 by the end of October. By the end of this month, I want it up to 300 subscribers. So feel free to share the channel out. Share the channel out or share any of those videos out. Much appreciated, because the YouTube algorithm is not sending out recommendations, it would appear. So I will catch you all later. Have a good night, everybody.